The Hawkeye State, or better known as Iowa, has some interesting facts, and we are here to go over those right now. This list isn't going to be boring facts like the population, largest city, capital, and other boring facts. Our goal with this video is to have at least one fact you didn't know, and most likely almost all these facts should be new to you whether you are living in Iowa or not. Before we get to the list, please tap that like button so this video goes out further, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell so you are notified each and every week we come out with a new video covering all things Iowa. Number 1, weather. We're going to go over the 3 largest tornadoes in Iowa history, starting with the Northwest Iowa tornado of 1893. This massive EF5 tornado hit 4 Iowa counties of Cherokee, Buena Vista, Pocahontas, and Calhoun. 71 people lost their lives and cost over $400,000 in damages way back in 1893. The Charles City tornado of 1968 was a multiple funnel tornado that affected counties of Franklin, Butler, Chickasaw, and Howard counties. Sadly, 13 people died and 450 injured. Last is the Parkersburg tornado in 2008. This tornado was an EF5 category tornado that had top speeds over 200 miles per hour, and tragically 9 people lost their lives. The top temperature ever recorded in Iowa history came in at 118 degrees back in July 20th, 1934, while the coldest day in Iowa history came in at negative 47 degrees Fahrenheit in early February of 1996. Number 2, famous people. Iowa has had many famous people, and the most noteworthy are Johnny Carson, as he was born in Corning, Iowa, and was an American comedian who hosted The Tonight Show from 1962 to 1992 and is considered the king of late night television. John Wayne was born in Winterset, Iowa in 1907. This American icon doesn't need an introduction, as he's easily the most famous Western actor of all time. Sorry, Clint Eastwood, but it's true. Herbert Hoover, the 31st president of the United States, was born in West Branch, Iowa. He served as president from March 4th, 1929 to March 4th, 1933. Grant Wood, born in Anamosa, Iowa, is most famous for the painting on the screen right now that is called the American Gothic. I'm sure you've seen this painting a time or two. Ashton Kutcher, born in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, is famous for his role in That 70s Show and also played a main role in many movies, with his most famous movie, Dude, Where's My Car? Ashton is still alive and gave a significant amount of money to the high school he attended in Clear Creek Amana High School, just outside Iowa City, Iowa. I am not so famous, but we are a top relocation team in the state, so if you need anything as far as buying, selling, or investing in the great state of Iowa, make sure to give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email, as we would love to help you with any of your real estate needs. Number 3, agriculture. It wouldn't be a good factual list if we didn't go over what Iowa all ranks when it comes to agriculture. Iowa ranks first every year for corn production unless a natural disaster affects it for a year. And in 2023, Iowa was number 1 with 2.5 billion bushels of corn, while Illinois was number 2 at 2.3 billion bushels. Iowa came in second in soybean production in 2023 with 573 million bushels, behind Illinois that produced 648.9 million bushels. Iowa is also the top pork producing state by a mile with 14.3 billion pounds slaughtered in 2022, while the second highest pork producing state was Minnesota at 4.7 billion pounds slaughtered in 2022. Iowa is number 1 in egg production with a whopping 1 billion eggs produced in 2022, while Indiana came in second with 939.2 million. Last is cattle, and Iowa came in 12th most cattle slaughtered at 860,000, while Texas was number 1 at 4.3 million cattle slaughtered. It is no wonder why Iowa is considered the agricultural capital of the world. We have a ton more interesting facts left, and if you find this video interesting or entertaining, please help us by hitting that like button, subscribing to the channel, and hitting that bell so you're notified on all things Iowa each week from this channel. Number 4, wildlife. Iowa has a wide variety of animals, from coyotes, foxes, beavers, mink, river otters, birds such as blue jay, cardinal, goldfinch, indigo bunting, bald eagle, red-tailed hawks, raccoons, possums, wild turkeys, rabbits, fish such as bluegill, crappie, smallmouth bass, largemouth bass, yellow perch, flathead catfish, channel catfish, northern pike, sauger, and my favorite, the walleye. Then you have the prize by many hunters in the state with the white-tailed deer. There are many other animals I did not mention on this list as well. The largest white-tailed rat ever hunted in Iowa measured at a total score of 293 3/8. That was taken in Dallas County in 2012. The largest walleye in Iowa history came in at 14.5 pounds on the Des Moines River in 1986. If you want to know more about fishing in Iowa, make sure to check out our video after you finish this one we did on fishing above in Iowa. Number 5, other random facts about Iowa. In Burlington, Iowa, the crookedest street in the entire world is there. It was named the crookedest street by Ripley's Believe It or Not. Iowa has prehistoric caves. Beneath the cornfield in Iowa lies amazing caves most no one outside of Iowa knows about, and one of the highest concentrations of these caves are in the Maquoketa Caves State Park in the eastern part of Iowa. Iowa means beautiful. It shocks me the tag of boring Iowa gets, as most that visit here can't believe the beauty of the state, hence the state meaning beautiful. In case you missed the fact before, we have a ton of hogs and pigs here, and the smelly animals outnumber people 7-1 here in Iowa, with approximately 23.6 million hogs in Iowa. The red delicious apple variety was discovered in the 1870s as a chance seedling growing at Jesse Hyatt's farm in Peru, Iowa. The story goes Jesse tried to get rid of the tree multiple times by consistently chopping it down, but the tree repeatedly grew back, and now the famous apple is here for good. Iowa is home to the ice cream capital of the world in Lamars, Iowa. This is home to the famous Blue Bunny brand ice cream and dairy products. Iowa is the leader in wind energy. You will find these everywhere you go in Iowa, and Iowa is the first state to generate more than 57% of its electricity with wind power. Iowa has an island town. Sebula is a small town in Jackson County and is the site to Iowa's only island city with around 500 people living in the city. It is no surprise we have lots of trucking, hence Iowa hosting the world's largest truck stop off of Interstate 80 on the eastern part of Iowa.